And DJ was I can tell that it sounds more commercial.
DJ was a single.
Yes, DJ and Boys Keep Swinging were the 2 singles I think off the album.
Imagine David Bowie singing Don't Look Back in Anger.
Take it off the fireplace.
Step inside the eye of your mind.
Baby.
Don't you know that you might find
better place to be. Anyway, yeah, let's never go back. And you know we're going to get sued now from the Oasis.
I know. Liam Gallagher's watching this video like, that was fucking... No, I don't know, I speak with a Cockney accent.
You fucking cunts.
You fucking cunts.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's not sully David Bowie. But DJ then, any thoughts on the DJ song?
DJ, no, I just love it. It works really well within kind of the conceptual themes of the album and kind of the musical style.
Yes.
It's just a great single.
Yeah.
Like I said, any of these songs would have been like career highlights for anybody else.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it was like the most critically reviled album when it came out.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Which is bizarre.
People back in the late 70s, what the fuck were you on? Listening to your Clash records.
Your Clash records. That's what I was going to say.
Sex Pistols.
Like, there was a glut of great post-punk and punk. Like, there were great albums coming out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You had again the Talking the Heads.
Yeah.
It's because I think it's because of the weird sort of lyrical style. The fact that Bowie was on a career high. It wasn't cool to like Bowie. I wouldn't have imagined that. Or would it have been? Because they all liked him, didn't they?
They all liked Bowie. I think it was more the general public were put off by him.
Yeah.
The general public didn't enjoy the especially America, didn't enjoy the experimentation of. Lone heroes who wanted Ziggy Stardust, right?
Yeah.
I think it was more to do with that more than anything. And then I think the general public over here in England, I think we just gave up. But we just gave up on him.
Yeah.
They just lost interest in the weirdness, so this shit's getting too weird now.
Yeah.
Obviously, for the general audiences, like punk and new wave was like the big thing, so, this old cock making this kind of mock exotic music, it's a bit
yeah,
I don't know, because I still think it's compared to what the new wave guys were doing at the time, it's still an experimental and challenging album.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
so I don't know what the deal was. I don't really get it.
Yeah, it's weird that this was so hated. Like I read a review of at the time saying he's not even bothered to write songs. He's just made some sounds. But I was like, what? And saying that like it lacked all form or structure and was a mess. That was the consensus at the time, that he'd not written coherent songs. He just experimented and released that. But yeah, it's stupid. But DJ, yeah, classic, great song.
I'm listening. I'm just gonna get some of
the
lyrics
okay.
up.
Shall we move on then to what are the next track after DJ, which is
Don't Look Back in Anger.
Don't Look Back in Anger. Yeah, another great song. This one also feels more commercial.
Yeah,
it sounds more like a proper straight rock song, and it has got more like typical rock vocals than like a lot of the other stuff on here. Like, you'd agree with that, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just getting all the lyrics up. Sorry, I'm just giving it a second. Because some of them are just stingers.
Stingers.
The video is great.
Yeah.
Here's a great line from Look Back in Anger. You know who I am, he said. The speaker was an angel. He coughed and shook his crumpled wings, closed his eyes and moved his lips. It's time, we should be going. Waiting so long, I've been waiting so long. Look back in anger, driven by the night till you come. Waiting so long, I've been waiting so long. Look back in anger, see it in my eyes till you come.
Great. Again, abstract, but it paints such a vivid picture.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that you don't understand exactly what it means. It's just about
going along with it.
Yeah, going along with what David Bowie's trying to aim for with the song, rather than knowing every specific thing. That's sort of the point of his whole 70s career, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
After Ziggy and Aladdin Sane, he sort of moved away from narrative-based songwriting into sort of abstract
moods and emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can get like I suppose another reason this is different from anything else he did was that, like, Station to Station, Low, that you get paint a picture of who David Bowie was at the time.
Yeah.
Like drug-addled, vampire man.
Yeah.
Like with those albums. With this, you don't really get a sense of it's more like it's more a distancing.
Yeah.
You don't get a feeling of who David Bowie is. You get like more. It's more like abstract than that. It's not supposed to be a portrait of him. It feels more. It's more fun in a way.
It's more fun.
It is more fun.
It is more fun. Yeah.
Like I can understand why critically it's not seen as, because it doesn't have as much sort of historical relevance.
Not as much, no.
And it's not as probing or haunting, but it's just a better, more fun album. It's fun.
I just think for a fact that it's not been analysed that much,
and
it isn't, looked at and not seen as being like this amazing like cultural event. It just makes it a better album, ironically, because it's not weighed by cultural, relevance.
Still some mystery to it.
It's like so something like Sgt. Pepper's, for example.
Yeah.
It's a good album. It's weighed down by a lot of the kind of greatest album of all time, most innovative album of all time. When in my opinion, an album like the White Album is much better.
I agree.
Because it's more experimental and there's still a sense of mystery to it.
Yeah.
Where not a lot of the details have been revealed. It's just a weird slab of vinyl.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
Stuff like a lot of people fly the flag for stuff like like Led Zeppelin's later albums, for example.
Yeah.
Just by the fact that they've not been analysed as much as the other ones.
Yeah.
They're not as culturally relevant. They're just great albums, and that's kind of all they are, right?
Yeah.
So next one is, I think, with David Bowie's all-time great singles.
Boys keep swinging.
I love the opening lyrics where it's like, heaven loves you, the clouds part for you, nothing stands in your way when you're a boy.
When you're a boy,
you can wear anything.
Great music video which I watched on your recommendation.
Where he's like dressed as like 3 different women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that as well maybe turned Americans off.
Oh yeah.
They don't like that androgyny.
Yeah, I can understand how that could turn people off.
Queen did that and it killed their careers in America.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know how Queen were like the biggest band in the world?
Yeah.
Except for in America.
Yeah.
They did the video for I Want to Break Free, the classic one where it's
backing up in the
it's a great. I love it. It's a great video. It's taking a piss out of like Coronation Street, and like it's fun seeing Freddie Mercury clearly loving being dressed up as a woman.
Yep.
And then all the other band members dressed up as women. It's just like it's a bit of a joke in it, a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
But they played that video in America, and it didn't go down well at all. No. Basically, it killed Queen's commercial prospects in America. I'm not joking. Like,
it's madness.
Queen were not a commercially viable band in America in the 80s.
It's crazy.
Even though they were like filling out Wembley Stadium for like a week, like every single night. Crazy.
Yeah.
I love to do a Queen retrospective.
Oh,
I'm a Queen fanboy, so
I'm not.
I like doing it by myself.
Okay. No, we could talk about it. I could be like a more calming voice, a sensible voice.
Yes.
The frumpy critic man.
Yes. But then again, like, the only Queen album I won't defend is Hot Space.
Hot Space.
The disco one.
Oh.
But even that is saved by one great song, Under Pressure, with David Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yeah. But anyway, so Lodger, I love Boys Keep Swinging. It's almost like it feels like a classic Bowie song.
Would you say this is about sexism?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And how stupid gender roles are.
Yes.
And pre-assigned gender roles. And like I said, it's only ironic that for video he dresses up as a woman, as women, for a song that's about boys, right? But yeah, it's like when you're a boy, your jeans can fit you, and it doesn't matter because you're a boy.
You can buy a house.
You can buy a house. You get a girl. It's like all these preordained ideas about like what a man or what a boy should be and what he should aspire to. It's all pretty banal. Banal stuff. Let me just get some of them up. So it's like, when you're a boy, you can wear a uniform. When you're a boy, other boys check you out. So you got a bit of the old David Bowie homosexuality there, but a bit sexually ambiguous. You get a girl. These are your favourite things when you're a boy. Uncage the colours and fill the flag. Look, he just kissed you. Hello, when you're a boy. They'll never clone you. You're always first on the line when you're a boy. When you're a boy, you can buy a home of your own. When you're a boy, you learn to drive and everything. You'll get your share when you're a boy. Boys keep swinging, boys always work it out. Yeah, so clearly it's all about, like...
what you can do as a boy.
Yes, as a boy and all these, like I said, all these banal concepts.
Yeah.
of what it should be.
Yes.
How ridiculous gender roles are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. I mean, it's like a 3-minute forgotten single from like the late 70s.
Full of energy and life as well. It's such a fast-paced, great song.
It's almost like it's like a classic David Bowie song, like it's got a great riff, it's got great lyrics, it's got a big chorus.
Yeah.
A bit of the old ambiguous sexuality thrown in there for good measure. Well, what could you want from a Bowie song?
Nothing.
Right? Yeah.
Excellent. Then we enter the final stretch. This is after the classic. Those three feel like great classic singles, even though I don't think Look Back in Anger was. So we've got what we've got for the end stretch.
Repetition.
I can't remember this song. You would have to talk about this.
Let me just get some of the lyrics. So.
Is this the one where it's about wife abuse or something in a sort of monotonous voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Johnny is a man, he's bigger than you, but his overheads are high, he looks straight through you. When you ask him how the kids are. Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah.
It's got that repetitive like boom, 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 boom. Then he goes into a song. You know, it's like, Johnny is a big, and he sings it like that. And he's bigger than you. It's almost like he's got into a fight with his Johnny character and he doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
It's all the same. He'll get home around 7 because the Chevy's real old, and he could have had a Cadillac if the school had taught him right, and he could have married Anne, but the blue silk blouse. He could have married Anne with the blue silk blouse, and the food is on the table, and the food is cold. Don't hit her. Can't you even cook? What's the good of me working when you can't damn cook? Well, Johnny's a man. And he's bigger than her. I guess the bruises won't show if she wears long sleeves, but the space in her eyes shows through. And he could have married Anne with a blue silk blouse. He could have married Anne with a blue silk blouse. Shows through, shows through, shows through. Yeah, that's a great song. Yeah. Again, almost about gender issues.
Yeah.
And domestic abuse.
Yeah.
You don't get, that's it, you don't get many artists even wanting to go near that.
Yeah.
Not even like 4 years later.
Yeah.
And then it ends with the final song, Red Money.
Red Money.
Which, again, like it's almost prefacing kind of the excesses of the 80s.
Yeah.
With like, the win-win, like
Reaganomics.
Reaganomics, you can make big money. That's how a man has big money. It's like, oh, can you feel it in the way that a man is not a man? Can you see in the sky that the landscape is too high? Like a nervous disease, and it's been there all along. It will tumble from the sky, it's been there all along. Project cancelled. Tumbling Central. Red money. Great. Can you hear it fall? Can you hear it well? Can you hear it at all? I was really good. Read petit. And how do you do? Then I got the small red box, and I don't know what to do. Because my fingers could not grope, and I could not give it away. And I knew I must not drop it, stop it, take it away. Project cancelled. Tumbling Central. Red money.
Well, what's really interesting about the album is it deals with big themes, especially in its second half, as capitalism, gender roles, domestic abuse, but it's always quite fun to listen to.
Yeah,
and it's
oddly,
always so it's got like really great pop elements and things. I mean, that's what makes it such a classic, enduring album.
I think so, yeah.
More than a lot of albums that were acclaimed in 1979, like Gang of Four's Entertainment. That's actually still quite.
That's it, yeah.
That's beloved, but like it was an album with loads of classic. It's like a year when loads of classic albums came out, so I can by new artists. I can understand why this would get lost in the mix a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because in all, I suppose everyone's making all these post-punk artists are making these sort of experimental albums which are like harsh instead of fun experimental.
And then if you want like your big kind of classic rock, you've got The Clash released London Calling in this year.
Neil Young released Lust Never Sleeps.
Oh yes, yeah. So the album kind of just fades out and ends there, and all I want to do is just put it back on from the start.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna reread that perfect opening again. So, in the event that this fantastic voyage should turn to erosion and we never get old, remember it's true. Dignity is valuable, but our lives are valuable too. We'll learn to live with somebody's depression, and I don't want to live with somebody's depression. We'll get by, I suppose. It's a very modern world, but nobody's perfect. It's a moving world, but that's no reason to shoot some of those missiles. Think of us as fatherless scums. It won't be forgotten, because we'll never say anything nice again, will we? And the wrong words make you listen in this criminal world. Remember it's true, and loyalty is valuable, and our lives are valuable too. We'll learn to live with somebody's depression, and I don't want to live with somebody's depression. We'll get by, I suppose. But any sudden movement, I've got to write it down. They wipe out an entire race, and I've got to write it down. But I'm still getting educated, but I've got to write it down. And I won't be forgotten, because I'll never say anything nice again. How can I?
And with that, we'll leave our review of the best David Bowie album.
Oh, yeah, you're going the full Hong and saying it's best. Better than Ziggy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
Because it's the most experimental. Well, no, actually, I wanted to finish. I was tempted to finish on the amazing lyrics to Fantastic Voyage, but the Wikipedia article says that it's more commercial than Lone Heroes.
Yeah.
What do you think to that?
Overall, yes, but I think sort of no. Because I think Low and Heroes have more commercial elements. Like Heroes has the song Heroes, which is way more commercial than anything on this.
Yeah.
But overall, because of the dark ambient stuff, sort of. I suppose it depends though. At the time, I think yes, because people wouldn't have been used to that. Now, no, because people are used to ambient or instrumental music more, with sort of DJ mixes, having got a lot of lyrics in and stuff. And, you know, the career of Brian Eno, ambient, Aphex Twin, people are used to stuff that doesn't have lyrics. So now, no, I think Logic, because it's been imitated less, is more uncommercial, but at the time, definitely yes.
Yeah.
Just because the idea of a song of no lyrics would put people off straight away in a way it wouldn't do now.
And, you know, like in a way what I think makes it a great album is the fact that it is underanalyzed.
Yeah.
It's not really tainted by, like, you know, years of expectation, you know what I mean? In the same way, something like Ziggy Stardust is of course a fantastic album, but it's one of them albums, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ones you've got to listen to, not because of the music, but just because of how culturally important it is, right?
Yeah.
Lodge's not really held down by that. Lodge is just a great collection of songs. I think it's, you know, David Bowie made the most experimental.
Yeah.
It's not like the thing with Low and Heroes is that it's quite blatantly experimental. Yeah. Obviously, you know, it's with its ambient, second side, all that kind of stuff. I think he takes a lot of the lessons he's learned on Low and Heroes and applies it to more conventional pop songs.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it such an interesting album, right?
Yeah.
He takes all these traditional structures and completely messes with them. There's no verse, chorus, and if there is, it's a pretty messed up version, like I could read the lyrics of Fantastic Voyage and there is a kind of a chorus there, but it's not like any kind of conventional chorus you could think of. Like he's dealing with subject matter which wouldn't even be touched upon even in modern pop music, domestic abuse, gender roles issues and all that jazz. Yeah. This is an album from the late 70s. Yeah. So it's it sounds like it could have come out yesterday. Yeah. I honestly do think that. It still kind of has a modern feel to it, and it's just Low and Heroes are brilliant albums, but Lodger's just fun to listen to. Yeah, it's just more fun to listen to, I think. Because of that, I'd say it's my favourite and possibly the best David Bowie album.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 easy. Now, next time, we're going back to what some superfans consider to be his best album. Will we agree?